Hello, 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 and welcome to another session of Your Fresh Start. I'm Shauna Grace McIver for those who are just joining me for the first time, and I am a certified life coach. I also have a doctorate in counseling, and I am a believer, and I love having sessions with you to share perspectives that can help you to have more of your abundant life. I love taking the holy writings and sharing them that you can use them more than just on Wednesday night and Sunday morning. Yes, it is for praise, but it's also to help us live and navigate these challenges that life just, that kind of thing. So let's just dive on in, okay? Uh, we left off yesterday. This is the last day for this week. We left off yesterday talking about, excuse me, people distracting you from your fresh start. And I want you to know every day you have a fresh start. Every day is a fresh start. 12:01 every day. You've heard those of y'all that have been riding this train with me. You've heard me say 12:01 a.m., baby, everything is fresh. And don't bring the old stuff over. Well, we're going to finish talking this morning about discerning how people who give their fresh start up try to make you give your fresh start up as well. And I hope you do have your mug, whether it says every day is a fresh start like mine, or you have just a regular mug. I just hope you have your favorite beverage in it, and we can share this session together. We left off yesterday talking about how people who are miserable want to make you the same way. You know, the cliche misery loves company. Yeah, that part. They want to they don't like how happy you are, how jovial you are. So they start just doing anything to distract you. And at first, you pay it no mind. You feel like maybe they're just having a bad day. Okay, well, it'll get better. Whatever's going. Sometimes you tell them, well, whatever it is, it's gonna get better, and you go on. Well, it continues, and you have to realize, oh, this is not about a bad day. This is somebody that's trying to distract me in what I'm doing and how I am. They don't like the fact that I'm as happy as I am. They don't like the fact that uh, I speak. I just don't let nothing bother me. And they don't understand that I have challenges just like they do. Yeah, I have challenges just like they do. Okay. So, what we want to do this morning is just share a perspective. Listen, when you recognize, discover, discern, whatever label you want to put on it, that you are irritating them with your happiness, it's not your responsibility. It's not your responsibility now to try to help them to see that they can be better. That's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to adjust by knowing how to not let their miserable state become yours. See, a lot of time we take on uh, other people's problems, not even knowing it, because we are this fix it spirit. We got to fix everything. We got to fix everything. Honey, no, you don't. Just look in the mirror and tell yourself, whatever your name is, you don't have to fix everything. I had to do that because I grew up in a fix-it house. Oh, yeah. I grew up in a fix-it home. Okay? I grew up in a fix-it home. I sure did. I grew up in a fix-it home. My father, if something was broke round the home, oh no, that's not how we living. He either fixed it or he called somebody to fix it. Most of the time, he fixed it. He was a Army veteran, so they just kind of know how to go ahead on and do it. The majority of them, not all of them. My mom, oh yeah, we gonna fix this. If something is wrong with you, we getting ready to get it right. I grew up like that. So growing up with both parents fixing things, it was just natural for me to feel like, okay, well, I can fix stuff too. But guess what I had to find out? What I had to fix, I couldn't fix. What I had to fix, I couldn't fix. Because you know what? You can't fix other people if they do not want to be fixed. That's the thing you got to come to grips with. See, because you've reached a point where you want to be fixed. And maybe you've been at that point all along. You just didn't know how to bring it about. Now you've found out how to bring it about. And man, you are going at it 1,000. And it's hard for you to wrap your mind around. There are some people, they don't want to be fixed. They enjoy where they are, having pity parties, being miserable, blaming everybody for their situation, just being a pain. There's some people they just, that's the kind of attention they want to attract, is people feeling sorry for them and people spending their time trying to fix them. And guess what? A lot of them are sitting back laughing because you took the bait of what they put out. They don't want to be fixed. But they are laughing at you spending your time trying to fix them when at the end of the day, they still not going to be fixed. And they don't want to be fixed because they know that's going to make you come back the next day. Hear me? They know that that's going to make you come back the next day. Okay? And work yourself down to try to make them feel better, carrying them out and going over to the house and just, y'all just riding out. They buying you things and oh honey, you milking it. Let me tell you, they milking it for everything it's worth. And you're losing yourself. You are getting distracted, preserving your fresh start, trying to give them back theirs. Honey, let me help you out. When you woke up after 12:01 a.m., if you were asleep, or if you were woke and daddy, whom you all call God, may call him Jehovah, the Most High Creator, whatever, Heavenly Father, whatever your relationship is with him, okay? I call him Daddy. Daddy let you step over into another day at 12:01 a.m. was a fresh start. 12:01 a.m. was a fresh start. You hear me? 12:01 a.m. was a fresh start. Not just for you, but for everybody that was breathing at 12:01 a.m., sleep or woke. If they were breathing, they entered into a fresh start, just like you did. Just like you did. And what you have to understand is they have the same skills, same opportunity, same abilities to keep their fresh start, just like you have to keep yours. I want that to sink in right there. Same abilities, just like you have to keep yours, to preserve yours, to make sure every day you wake up, you are happy and you are jovial. Okay? You are excited about another opportunity to just live. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Sure right. Mm-hmm. You have the same opportunity. They have the same opportunity. See, because daddy don't have favorites. He in his word, he said he reigned on the just and the unjust. So ain't nobody got no excuse. It's what they choose. And we're going to talk about that next week. Okay? It's what they choose. And we're going back to Genesis with that. Okay? We're going back to Genesis with that. All right? Because after daddy had given Adam and Eve instructions, they had a choice to either obey or disobey. And we know what happened. So we'll deal with that next week in our everyday life. Okay? Excuse me. But everybody has a choice. Everybody has a choice. And if they choose to soak and not get up, if they say, I've fallen and I can't get up, if they choose to fall and not get up, baby, you have to come to grips with, I'm just going to have to leave you here. I'm going to have to leave you here because I can't do this. Because see, what happens is they're draining you. They're draining you. Okay? Y'all like my shirt? My God is an awesome God. Yes. Okay. They're draining you. Okay. They are draining you. And at the end of the day, by the time you get through trying to pull them out of quicksand and they fighting to stay in it, and you try to get your own stuff done, you are so exhausted and give out and tired. Even if you live by yourself, and you don't have to worry about nobody when you get home. You are so exhausted to things you need to do at home. You can't need, you don't even have the strength to get them done. You don't even have the strength to get them done. You don't even have the strength to get them done. Okay? You don't have the strength to get them done. You don't. You don't. And that's the part that you have to come to grips with. Okay. Now, I know this person and I know them well. And sometimes it may be a person that you and them have rode the glory train, where you're just happy and you just upbeat, and you're going and you're doing things, you're getting things accomplished. And oh my God, it's every day is like, woo, thank you for another day. And then all of a sudden you're getting up like that. And when you get with them, It like, girl, just save all that right now. What? Save all that. I don't feel like all that right now. I just don't. Just let that ride. And you digging in. Oh, girl, whatever happened that fast? I mean, we were like this yesterday and the day before. Well, you know, things happen, so I don't want to talk about it. Okay, well, come on, I'm gonna get you out of that. Come on, and because you want to help their go, but they are a ball and chain. And if you've ever had to drag a ball and chain that was 1,000 times heavier than you were out trying to pull it. And then when you look back, you may have just gotten it a tenth of an inch from where it was after all that effort you put out to get it way on there, down there somewhere. You see what I'm saying? You can't get distracted from preserving your fresh start. If a person wants to stay like that, if a person wants to stay like that, honey, you have to let them stay. Okay? Just let them stay. Just let them stay. And you just go on. That's all you can do. You can't do anything else. Because what'll happen is if you do, you're gonna let them drag you out of your fresh start. And is what they're going through and their decisions to stay that way, is it worth your fresh start? I want you to think about that as you go on in today and you go on through the weekend and head in the next week. I want you to ask yourself, is me getting distracted and losing my fresh start trying to help you worth it? Now, let me say something. Sometimes a person hits a challenge. They hit a speed bump in life, I call it. And they need that push to and they like, girl, thank you. Whoa. Girl, I was about down for the count. Thank you. That's what friends are for. Okay, and they pick on up and they go and y'all back on track and here we go. But if you find out that that's not the case, there's another choice that has to be made. And we're going to talk about that next week. But for right now, I want you to look at, did I get distracted from preserving my fresh start? Did I? Because all of a sudden you're looking around now and where you used to get stuff done and get stuff accomplished and you felt good about what you had done in your day. Mm. What you had done in your day. Okay. Oh, you were so excited. And now you don't see that happening. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. Can't do that. You can't get distracted from preserving your fresh start. You can't. And I mean, you say, well, how do you know, honey? Woo! If I could tell you the stories, if I could tell you the stories of how many years, not days, weeks, or months, but how many years that I got distracted from preserving my fresh start. from preserving my fresh start. And you know what? The trouble is, I can't get those years back. Please let me leave this with you. You can't get those years back. You can't get the weeks, the days, the months, the moments, the hours, the seconds, the weeks. You can't get them back. Once you've done that, that's done. That's history now. And this is my motto. I can't do nothing about where I've been, but God knows I can do something about where I'm going. If Daddy allows me to keep waking up, oh, I can handle that. One thing, I have wisdom now. I know what the signs are. Okay. So I don't have to make the same mistake. You know the cliche. If you fool me the first time, shame on you. But if you fool me the second time, shame on me. Because I know the signs and I let you do it anyhow. You get what I'm saying? Listen, don't get distracted. It's easy to do. Don't get distracted. The same choice you're making to preserve your fresh start, the next person has the same choice. Now, whether they use it or not, but you have a choice to preserve your fresh start. And you need to love yourself enough. You need to love yourself enough to do just that. Preserve it. Don't you get distracted. Don't get distracted. We're going to talk more about this next week, Tuesday. Excuse me. Join me for continuing, because this is very important. This is very important. And somebody out there is struggling with this right now and have come across this podcast and have come across this live and say, you know what? God, she's talking to me. Whether you're male or female, God, she's talking to me. Join me. Okay. Go back and hear some of the other lives that I've done. And start letting it feed your spirit and stir you up. Get you back on track. Okay? And I'll see you Tuesday. I hope so. Have a good rest of your day, rest of your week, weekend, beginning of your week. And then join me back here Tuesday for another session of Fresh Start.